very young shoots are appearing. New shoots after every harvest. And this is more or less 1 year here.
This is just 1 year.
So it means you do not use the tree for one harvest, you use it for at least 4, 5, 6 harvests. Cut back a tree, many shoots come. And here on this one you see what normally happens if you don't do anything. You just cut back and then you see many new shoots appear here. And if you just leave, let's say 5 shoots here. Yeah, you also see a lot of wood here. It's a wood slice from a tree grown in Spain just 6 years, and look at the diameter. Other trees like spruce or birch would look like this. And look at this amount of wood. So this can solve global problems with wood.
네, 안녕하세요. 기농의시 안피디입니다. 이 탄소를 흡수하는 정원에 와 있습니다. 이 나무는 키리 나무인데요. 2020년에 식재를 했는데 지금 2020년에 식재를 해서 5년 차로 넘어가죠. 5년 차인데 키가 어마어마하게 큽니다. CO2 흡수량도 굉장히 높은데 더 중요한 거는 실제로 굉장히 많은 목재를 전 세계로 또 수출을 하고 있어요. 또 그래서 기후 문제도 해결을 하고 또 목재를 생산해서 지역 경제도 창출을 하는 그런 경제 수종으로 돼 있다고 해서 저희가 대한민국 최초로 와서 영상을 또 찍고 있습니다.
I'm Robin Palm, working for WeGrow, specialized in the consultants of the kiri tree, the fastest growing tree in the world, to solve global problems in the wood sector to produce fast growing valuable timber. There's such a huge amount of foresting disappearing every year from our planet, and the people on the world are increasing and needing more and more wood.
Can you explain what is the Paulownia and the kiri tree is?
Yes, for sure. The kiri tree is from the subtropical Asian regions in its origin, and we make our own hybrids which are growing really fast on agricultural fields but also in natural forests to produce wood in a very, very fast time. It's a wood slice from a tree grown in Spain just 6 years, and look at the diameter. Other trees like spruce or birch would look like this. And look at this amount of wood. So this can solve global problems with wood. You can count the earrings: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 years.
It's a tree that grows very rapidly. And why does it grow so fast? There are 2 reasons. One, the big leaves, which making huge photosynthesis. How does photosynthesis work? The tree absorbs CO2, they just bind the carbon, the O2 is released again. So this strong growth from the photosynthesis bounds a lot of CO2 in the tree and helps the environment. According to the data measured, how much CO2 is captured from a natural German mixed forest. It's approximately 15 tons per hectare per year. The kiri tree, according on the measured data we know from our own fields, binds between 35 and 45 tons per year per hectare. If it's only 3 times, but just 3 times the amount in a natural forest, it's already a huge amount. And the next thing is, it's normally a wood that finds an application in furniture, in construction, in mobility, where the wood is used over a long period of time. So the CO2 is not only bound during the growth, it's also captured in the use. So yes, it's a good tree for the climate, which is why it also have the synonym name climate tree.
Do you also experience a lot of climate change due to the lack of the number of the trees in Germany too?
Yes, for sure. We have each year stronger rains, which are going, especially in summer, which too much rain at one side, and then in spring we have 4, 5, 6, 8 weeks no rain. So climate extremes are coming more and more, and winters are not cold anymore. And yeah, planting trees will help us a lot to improve the climate. You have told me about the burning of the woods. Yeah, domestic fire in Korea. It's not only a Korean problem, it's worldwide. The size of the country Portugal is removing from our planet each year in form of forests. If you want to make new forests, for example, I'm just thinking about the German spruce, you have to wait 18, sometimes 120, even longer years to get a wood that you can use because it's so slow growing. Kiri trees you can harvest after 8 or 12 years to produce boards out of it. And this we are currently doing since 2020. Each year we are cutting a few logs into boards and selling them. And now we have developed an own product, and it is about building houses. because we see in the construction area a huge market where we can give a great solution with our wood by using wood instead of other products like concrete or stones. And like Lego, you have here the button, and then you just stick the pieces in together, like you see here. Yes, this is the whole idea of the concept. You can build over edges and have a very fast construction. And other building systems, often beams are laying like this. So laying wood fibers, if you have pressure from the top, they going down. But we use the natural form of trees. Since millions of years, trees growing from down to the up. Standing fibers. This is the special thing from this system, that we keep the natural standing of the log, and we don't use glue and we don't use metal to make the wooden wall. We just use a wood dowel. And this dowel is from a harder wood type, from a spruce. You make with a bam 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 with a hammer, some here inside. Here you can, even when you don't want to live in your house, take your house with you. You make the bricks all together, and like Lego.
What is possible with the material? Here you can see the tissue culture was placed in here, and this is a paper pot what we use. So in fact the greenhouse process is the same. If we do it here in Germany or if we do it in South Korea, it will be the same greenhouse process. How the plant looks roughly after, let's say, 4 weeks.
4 weeks.
This is 4 weeks after planting. This is maybe 5 to 6 weeks
5 to
after
6.
planting.
So it's all from tissue culture. Here.
Exactly. Here you see after 6 to 7 weeks, completely field ready. These trees were planted in 2018, and all of the trees received a technical cut in 2019. You see, all the plantation was full of trees, and a lot of trees were already harvested. Here you can see the difference of new shoots appearing. This is a former log, very young shoots are appearing. New shoots after every harvest. So it means you do not use the tree for one harvest, you use it for at least 4, 5, 6 harvests. This shoot was cut back, and this is more or less 1 year here.
This is just 1 year.
Cut back a tree, many shoots come. And here on this one you see what normally happens if you don't do anything. You just cut back, and then you see many new shoots appear here. And if you just leave, let's say, 5 shoots here. Yeah, you also see a lot of wood here.
So this is good option also for absorbing the CO2, right?
Yeah, it is a good question. The faster the tree grows, or the faster the plant grows, the more carbon uptake it has. That's absolutely clear. Once again, this site was planted in 2020, and 2021 all of these trees received a technical cut. Our main goal is not to have a nice tree. We want a big tree in matters of wood log. We want wood. And we are not looking at the flowers or at nice branching or at nice plants. Our only focus is wood. Here, this log was developed by taking away all the side branches. Look, all of the branches were removed. And as you can, and this took 3 years.
3 years.
3 years, and every side branch was removed. It needs to be done. And the difference, Polonia, and this is fir. This is fir. This was placed here for 5 years, nearly 5.5 years. There's nothing applied. This is just pure wood. No protection to demonstrate what is the outcome. How good is the weather resistance of the wood material, of the Polonia wood. Here are many cracks. Here are many cracks in the different wood material, but not to the Polonia. Of course, it has also a washed look, and it's not new. That's quite normal. It has much more air pockets. It has
Air
much
pockets.
more air pockets. Tiny small air pockets. But the air pockets and all the structure of the material of these air pockets gives the material stability. And the air pockets, we have a very dry material and a very light material, and that is a benefit to a normal softwood that does not have air pockets, and it is heavier, but it's not more stable. The structure of the Paulownia wood is different, and the structure is very stable.
It's a very light wood.
Do you think it can really helping solving this issue in Korea?
And it's a pioneer tree. That means every time you have from environmental impacts, like for example burning, area removed, the kiri tree, Paulownia, is the first one that comes again because it's a pioneer tree. If you have the areas now totally burned and then plant Paulownia as a pioneer tree, you can also mix it very good in different planting patterns with domestic other trees to make a mixed afforestation. But then you need to know Paulownia, the pioneer tree, needs to be planted first, and then if it's developed first, have the crown, make already shadow, the other trees have it even easier. So I think yes, this tree in the plant system can be used very good for afforestation. The best time to plant a tree is 30 years ago. The next best time to plant a tree is now. So planting trees, and especially a tree like Paulownia, which is growing very, very fast, capturing a lot of CO2, will help to solve a lot of problems, especially what the climate change is about.